Kentucky with our live stream Saturday night, usual time, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, November 11th. The Red and Blue, come on, the Red and Blue album, I got it in the mail today. These are the red vinyl and the blue vinyl.
I got it, Joe.
Oh, hold on. They're still factory sealed with the hype stickers on there. This one says, which you already know, 3 LPs featuring 38 tracks. 12 new extra tracks that they remixed. I got the CD box set, deluxe CD box set I'm gonna listen to in my car before I consider opening these up. All right, we're gonna talk about this big estate sale I bought this week in Tennessee. But I think Sticker Kid wants to tell a joke first. All right, let's go.
Can you get one of those again?
Which one? These?
I mean,
The red or the blue? Young or old?
the young.
Young. Careful. Brand new.
Beatles van broke down and had nowhere to go.
Beatles van broke down and had nowhere to go.
So they had to go to the hotel.
So they had to go to the hotel?
That's the hotel.
This is the hotel?
Yes.
Mm.
Kind of looks like it.
They're looking over the ledge at the hotel?
Yes.
And that's a joke?
Yes.
All right. There wasn't a punchline, was there?
No. Actually, toothpaste and oranges do not go together.
All right. Back to this estate sale I bought. Man, that was a serious Beatle collector, passed away in Florida, and his niece had to sell his huge collection. The lunch boxes, all the Beatles memorabilia was sold before this estate auction took place. I'm thinking to a Great Escape in Nashville for $40,000. But all the rare records and everything were all put up, all these posters were all put up for auction. There were over 200 lots. And in the online auction Tuesday night, I won 136 lots. So I have Beatle items everywhere, box sets, original pressings, a lot of picture discs, Christmas flexi discs. I got stuff everywhere. This is only the tip of the iceberg. All right, let's show the now and then bus bench ad. There was only a few of these that came from Hollywood. This is already sold, going out Monday. You want to help us, Sticker Kid? Get down with that in.
I don't know what I can do.
7 foot by 2 foot. The last Beatles song, Now and Then. Available November 2nd, 2023. If you look real closely on this, you see it was covered over a Disney Plus poster. That must be how they do it out in Hollywood. They take a one they use and covered it up with a new thing, and I guess the truck that was putting this up put 4 of them aside, and they were all sold on eBay. Pretty nice. 7 foot by 2 foot. Kind of a heavy, I don't know what kind of material we call it. Like a, what would you call it?
Fiberglass kind of.
Fiberglass or something?
I don't know, man. Probably not.
All right, in this estate auction, when we're talking about big posters that I've never seen before, we got
That's a
this.
big poster.
Yeah, it is. It's a big 1997 poster for McCartney's Flamin' Pie. see if we can pull this up. You gonna help me there, sticker girl?
It's bigger than the other thing.
It is. Yeah, this is bigger than 7 foot.
7 feet.
Paul McCartney, Flamin' Pie. And down at the bottom it says available May 22nd, 1997, featuring the hit single The World Tonight on Capitol Records. That is pretty unique. Never seen it. All right, roll it up, guys. All right, let's put that away.
Kinda looked like he got this
Looks like what?
way. Kinda looked like he got this way.
No, I hope not.
Good. My foot itches though.
Well, you got anything you want to say there, Sticker Girl?
I got a joke.
All right, Sticker Girl's got a joke.
What did the chicken say when it crossed the road?
Say it a little louder.
I said, what did the chicken say when it crossed the road?
What did it say?
It said, bok, bok, cars. Because stop, stop, cars.
Buck, buck, because.
Yeah.
You said buck, buck, cause, not buck, buck, because.
What are you talking about? Guys.
Buck, buck, because.
All right, let's talk about a few of these things that I got a hold of. Before we get into that, here's a couple of new arrivals on my eBay store. I have another peeled East Coast butcher cover, mono, number 3, Scranton, Pennsylvania. It's got a few touch-ups there. It came off good on the corners, but it was tough when I got down to the middle of it. And that's the remove trunk slit. You're still, sticker kid, you're still gonna learn how to peel these, right?
Maybe when I turn 13,
When-
which is not that far.
Well, you'll be 13 in a couple months. And one other new addition that I just got yesterday. Got this 1966 tour program of the Beatles. This was held at the last concert in Candlestick Park. And it has in the back 2 consecutive seat 1 and seat 2, 5-inch by 2.5-inch size big ticket stubs for the last Beatles concert for paying customers that ever happened on August 29th, 1966. About 10 years after this concert took place, I went to a San Francisco baseball game, and I didn't pay attention to the baseball game. I was just thinking how the Beatles were out there on third base with this. They had a big, they were protected on all sides, and like in a big cage. That's what they looked like that last night that they performed. And Paul McCartney was on fire singing his heart out because he knew it was the last Beatles show that they would ever perform in concert.
I got a question.
Yes.
Was he actually on fire?
No, he wasn't on fire. That's just a term that he was going all out. He was performing with all the soul, everything he had.
So like a figure of speech.
Figure of speech, yes.
Could have said that.
Yeah, I could have said that. These are original articles from the San Francisco newspaper from right then when the show happened, all about the concert. And this came out in 1981 that describes how it all went down. That is just got put up on my eBay store tonight. I've never seen 2 consecutive tickets for the Beatles' last show together like that before. They were $6.50 tickets in the lower stand. That's what it says, lower stand box. Must have been pretty much up to like front row seats the best you could. I mean, you couldn't get on the field, but as close as you could get.
I think it just fell.
No, it's in there.
It flipped over.
All right, we're one more.
You
Let's
want
just-
to know another joke?
Yeah, let's tell me another joke.
What did the duck say? What did the duck want when it was hungry?
What did the duck want when it was hungry?
Chicken.
Quackers.
Quackers. That's a good one. Do you like that one? Do you have another joke?
No.
All right. All right, let's get into all.
Actually,
You what?
what's the Beatles' favorite road?
Say it again.
What's the Beatles' favorite road?
What's the Beatles' favorite road?
Yes.
It's probably Abbey Road.
No, Lee's Lane.
Fleas Lane.
Yes.
Because it's a Beatle?
Yeah, no,
Because they love fleas?
No, because I'm trying to flee the traffic that's probably gonna come up in Abbey Road.
This one?
Yes. Kinda.
This was part of the estate. It's a first press. Abbey Road, there were all kinds of first press in this collection and this estate that I bid on. With the black inner sleeve and -2, -1 on the record, the very first cut with the dark green label in excellent condition. The laminated cover has a laminated crease on the right side there. There's no Her Majesty on the cover, on the last song on side 2, or on the record. So you like that cover, don't you?
What do you mean?
It's the most famous Beatles cover, right?
Yeah, because I keep on making jokes about it. It has to be famous.
You didn't know about it until you saw the movie Minions. And at the end they come up through the sewer and
Yeah,
they're right there where the Beatles are crossing.
I just didn't know what it was. My hand is going across the road now.
Alright, let's get into all these things that I got a hold of. Let's put that away. Talk about Germany pressings that I got in this estate sale.
Cute.
The Red and Blue came out with a lot of remix versions, and everybody's not too happy with the I Am the Walrus and Magical Mystery Tour and a few of those tracks.
I got a joke about the magic.
Oh, well, let me get. Alright, go ahead and tell me your joke. You got it in your mind.
You know Gumball?
You know Gumball?
Like the cartoon?
Yeah, the movie, yeah.
And what's it called again? The intro was, so they made a new one by getting help with Beatles.
By getting help with Beatles?
Yes.
And that's the joke about Magical Mystery Tour?
Yes.
Alright.
Sounds like a statement.
Yeah.
I don't know how to make a joke.
But it was a good statement. Good fact.
Your hair is long, and that's a statement.
We got these 3 Germany pressings that I got when I was talking about the Red and Blue, the remix that came out. You can't improve on Magical Mystery Tour tracks too much than this pressing here from Germany. They don't have the equipment today to make it sound as dynamic as this pressing is, so I think that the demand for this will just go up and up. Because people that hear the new remix I Am the Walrus now will want to get this pressing from the late 70s in Germany. Because all the tracks, the A1, B3 Matrix and the Dead Wax, the I Am the Walrus and Baby You're a Rich Man and everything, it's just unbelievable on this album. I sold 3 of these in the last 7 days. These sell as fast as I can get a hold of them. And I just sold this a couple hours ago. I think I sold 3 of these in the last week. The Beatles, the best way to hear the first stereo album of the Beatles, Please Please Me. The Germans just had the equipment, the lathes, the cutting lathes, and they knew how to get more out of the master tapes than they did at Abbey Road's. This pressing really rocks out of the first album by the Beatles. And then I got a hold of this. Haven't listened to it yet, but it's a German 7/2 prefix of Sgt. Pepper. And they say this is one of the top 3 pressings ever of the album Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band.
Have you ever noticed that when you flip it, the apple's flipped?
Yes, that's the outside of the apple. That's the cut side.
When you flip it, it changes direction.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's not. I see. Well, the labels were put on, and they don't always match.
What year is that?
1967. I had the Nimbus Supercut. I've had the first press stereo from the United Kingdom, the stereo pressing and the mono pressing. But this is only the second time I've had a late 1970s pressing from Germany, a stereo pressing. This will be going up on my eBay store tomorrow.
This is STICKERMANIA.
Yes,
Can I say something about the apple thingy?
yes.
If they're gonna eat the apple, at least eat all of it.
I got you. Apple to the core.
Yeah, because they just eat half of the apple.
That's the name of a Beatles book. Apple to the core.
We need some questions.
We'll get some. All right, we talked about that. There were a couple of signed albums in the estate sale. Pete Best and Denny Lane. We got this Denny Lane Weep for Love. It says Denny Lane with Paul and Linda McCartney. And Denny signed right down there. Then we got the, I think the best Beatles album to have Pete Best sign on the drum set, because he was on all the tracks on the Decca tapes. Pretty sure this is a underground record pressing, but it is. But that's a nice Pete Best signature right on his drum set. See that? Have you ever heard of Pete Best before? He was in the Beatles for a couple of years.
I thought it was a speedway or
No.
some sort of gas station.
No. It was a Let It Be Naked from 2003 that I won in the estate sale. It's got the 7-inch fly on the wall there in the back. One of the best ways to hear the Let It Be album with the doesn't have the Phil Spector wall of sound on it. Got this sealed George Harrison All Things Must Pass record store day issue that has the original mix of Phil Spector and George Harrison. It's not the new one where they changed the mix and I think they messed it up, but this is the way to hear a great solo Beatles album, All Things Must Pass. It's all numbered. It's numbered, this is 1916. There were many rare early Beatle albums in the auction. I got a whole box full of this show from 1964. This was the first one to be released in January 10th of 1964. This is version 2 with Please Please Me. But that's one of the nicest introducing the Beatles I've ever seen, with no rub wear on the bottom. And look how clear their pictures are, and you can even see the time on John Lennon's watch. Real nice spine. In a second press of Introducing the Beatles, where the Beatles above the spindle hole. It looks like it was never played. And in that auction, they also had this one in a lot. This is the first pressing of Introducing the Beatles with Let Me Do on it. The oval label. And you can see on side one, it's got Love Me Do as the last song, and P.S. I Love You as the first song on side two. They used 45 labels on this pressing because they ran out of the regular labels, and they were so far behind on almost going bankrupt that they were pressing these and putting them out as fast as they could, whatever it took. They put them together. If it meant putting a 45 label on the album, it didn't matter. They had to get them out because the stores were selling them as quick as they got them. Any questions about that, Sticker Kid?
Is that cardboard?
That's just a piece of cardboard to protect it. I was 10 years old when this album came out.
Jeez.
Younger than you. Finish this one here. We got Germany, early 1980s pressing with the DMM mastering, direct middle mastering of the White Album. And what's nice about this, there was a lot of colored vinyl in this auction. This is the audiophile pressing of the Beatles' White Album on white vinyl with the DMM on the record label. You like that white vinyl? No comment?
Guess you don't like it. I like it.
I found a question.
Yes. Which question?
For Sticker Girl, but she ain't getting any questions.
Yes.
How many fish died this year?
How many fish died this year? Do you know? You want to take a guess?
I like a million.
One.
What is it? Answer.
A lot.
A lot. More than a million.
Great question.
We got these sealed 1987 first pressing compact discs when the Beatles finally were released on compact disc in their long box. And what makes these unique is the very first pressings of the compact discs were made in West Germany. They didn't last long before they started making them in the United States, but both of these have a sticker that said compact disc made in West Germany. Rubber Soul and Sgt. Pepper. Look how it has the cutouts on the back. Isn't that pretty cool?
I thought it was candy for some reason.
You thought it was candy?
I don't know.
Have you ever been to a Beatles concert?
I did not go to Beatles concert.
But you did go somewhere.
I saw Paul McCartney several times. I saw Ringo in concert.
What about any other groups?
Oh, I saw a lot of groups in the 70s and 80s.
Like any that you be selling now?
No. I saw the Rolling Stones lots of times.
Oh.
And Travis, or my son, went with me to one of the shows.
Oh. I bet he liked it.
Finish this wall here. We had this in the state as a underground box set of Paul McCartney called Tiptoe Through the Tulips. It is a 3-album set of a live concert August 11th, 1989 in Holland. Never seen that before. It's factory sealed. Yes, Sticker
I
Kid.
didn't like the way he just stared at me.
That Paul stared at you?
Yeah. I have a question for your green son, plus son.
Yes.
Can I have a piece of candy?
Can you have a piece of candy?
Yeah.
We got this press book for Pipes of Peace, Paul McCartney's album. Inside it folds out, and you got glossy photos and stickers and all the information about Paul McCartney's new album, Pipes of Peace. That's when the Wings were broke up and he was back to making solo albums. It was on Capitol Records. It's got a poster in there and information, and never seen that before. Press kit for Pipes of Peace.
That looks like we're in jail.
He was in jail for a while when he in Japan for like over a week.
For what?
Bringing some pot into the country.
Them pot smokers nowadays.
You got this sealed Beatles Rock Band Xbox 360. You like that?
I used to have an Xbox 360.
You used to? Got this 2007 Beatlefest program that's signed by their actor that was in most of their movies, Victor Spinetti. He's no longer with us. We got Mark Hudson. We got 3 members of Wings. We got Denny Lane and Lawrence Juber and Denny Sywell. Then down here we have another Pete Best autograph. And then over here, we got a strange autograph from Robin Leach. Remember that show, Robin Leach? And he says, what was his famous saying he always said? Champagne wishes. Champagne wishes, Robin Leach.
You wish for champagne?
That was the way he always ended his program.
I thought it's Don't Let Me Go. For some reason.
You got this sealed box set of Give Me Some Truth from John Lennon. Supposed to be the ultimate way to hear all his big hits. One of the first audiophile box sets that were put out by John Lennon. I'm not sure of the year on this one. Talked about that, but we'll talk about the 45s here in a second. We talked about that. We got some more first pressings from that were in this estate sale. This is a Please Please Me from 1963 in the United Kingdom. You can tell because it has a big mono still on the top. And on the record label, it still says the Parlophone on the perimeter, and it's got a KT stamp on the middle of the label on the B side. This is a mono pressing that's one end, one end. This doesn't have the recut on the B side. This was the original cut, one end, one end. So this is a 1963 pressing of the Beatles' Please Please Me in excellent condition.
The Real Jackson said, that's a great vinyl library that we have here.
Yeah, what I'm showing tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. I was thrilled. We had to travel over 10 hours, 4 hours down into Tennessee, and it took us about 6 hours coming back because of all the traffic on 65. We had a whole van load, boxes and boxes of Beatle records and memorabilia, but it was worth it. I worked on this auction on and off for about 3 weeks, so I put about 72 hours into the research and my bids and everything for this online estate auction. Other first pressings that were in this, and these are, like I say, these are only the tip of the iceberg of all the boxes I got. This is a 1964 pressing of A Hard Day's Night with the flip backs on the cover and the Parlophone. It says sold in the UK right across the middle of the label. That's how you know you got a mid 1960s pressing. And it's the dead wax is 3N and on the A side and 3N cut on the B side, a mono pressing of Hard Day's Night. One of the Beatles' great albums where all the songs were written by John Lennon and Paul McCartney. Their first album where there were no covers. Other first pressings that were in this estate sale. There was a mono from late 1964, Beatles for Sale. Fragile cover.
Cute.
Got the original polyline inner sleeve. And it's a -4-3 cut of Beatles for Sale. Very good plus condition. There was that was one thing about the red and blue. They didn't put I think 8 Days a Week is the only song that's put on the red and blue. And this is one of my favorite Beatles albums, so it's not represented very good.
Who's your favorite Beatle?
Paul McCartney.
Of course.
John Lennon.
I see all these pictures of Paul McCartney.
Talking about the red and blue. This is the box set that caused the red and blue to happen from 1972.
This is STICKERMANIA.
Yeah.
Is that what Simon Says?
No, it's called Alpha Omega. It was sold through the TV, had ads on TV, and it was selling so much that Alan Klein decided that the demand for a Beatles' greatest hits album was off the hook. So they put a cease and desist where they couldn't produce this box set anymore. It's a 4 LP set, and it came out with a red and the blue. This is the original pressing of it though. The very first pressing made by Audio Tape Incorporated out of the East Coast. It's got some strange songs on it that aren't Beatles. It's got some solo Beatles on it. It's got Uncle Albert. I thought it had Bangladesh on there. Yep, it's got Bangladesh on it. It's got some solo tracks on it. The Alpha Omega. It's real tough to find one of these in decent shape.
Tough to find in decent shape?
Yep.
Is that how long
Because the box wears real easy.
is that hard to deliver a package?
Just over time, you would have split corners, a lot of wear on that. Can you put that over there, sticker kid, over there on there?
I don't know if I can.
Yeah, put it on the rack.
Put it on the rack. This was the holy grail of the couple of them from the auction. This is the very first day issue from 1968. Stereo pressing of the Beatles' White Album with the original black inner sleeves. And it opens from the top. The poster and the photos are in there. And this is a number 498086. But how you know this is the first day issue? Because they were under so much demand of getting these out so quick that on the first record they forgot to put an EMI recording above the 33 on side 1 and side 2. But it is on side 3 and side 4. These records are in hardly ever played, excellent condition. You see the EMI recording there. These are all -1 tube cut. Very first pressings, freshly made from the master tapes. Kind of hard to improve on the sound of a White Album when you listen to this. That's up for sale on my STICKERMANIA 2853 eBay store. And this one is already sold, a 1981 Beatles from Liverpool box set. This was made in Colombia, and it has the same cutting as the master tapes from the one in England. Second time I've sold one of these box sets in the last 2 weeks. Let's see if the picture's got, yeah, that's the correct picture where Paul's playing left hand. Some of them, they made a mistake and that picture was turned around. The records are all in their original bags and haven't been played.
Looks like a suitcase.
For how long have they been
Oh, it's a
played?
box.
1981, that's a long time ago. These have Harry T. Moss. He cut all the tracks on this, and there's a lot of unique mixes from around the world on this box set. It's an audiophile pressing box set all the way. Got a laminated cover box. Let's put that away. Get into some of this other stuff. Alright, we got that one done and that one done. Got this, just an empty box for the Beatles single collection. Nice shape. And then, talking about that, we got this BC13 in the auction. This is a 1978 first pressing from the United Kingdom. It's a gem import. What makes this unique, it has the poster was only in the first 3,000 that were pressed. The unique poster. It's not the White Album poster, it's got the White Album photos. But you only got that in the very first pressing of these BC13. But this 1978, all the inner sleeves, I'll show you one that are dated will be dated 78. That one's not dated. Let's see if we can find one.
Let's see.
This one's dated 6/78. So what month do you think 6/78 means? What month of the year would be 6? June. So this was pressed in June of 1978. They're pretty much all tube cuts before Harry T. Moss started recutting the pressing. So this is the best way to audiophile pressing box set you can get, are the 1978 pressings of the BC13. Pretty valuable.
Pretty valuable.
Pretty nice shape. Got a little missing piece right there. On this wall, we talked about the red and the blue. You see all my new posters I got in this auction. A bunch for Anthology, Live at the BBC. This was a poster advertising when the Beatles first released Sgt. Pepper on compact disc in 1987. And a poster for the red and blue. The ultimate compilations, never before released on CD. But the anthology, this is a 2007 signed print by Klaus Vormann. They call that the John Lennon, I think they call it white, it says pink glasses, but I thought it was called white glasses photo or poster. But there's 250 of them that came out in 2007, and Klaus Vormann signed every one of them. And then this is the original promo piece for Free as a Bird. You see where it says on the bottom, featuring Free as a Bird, the first new Beatles song in 25 years. Anthology 1. And it's got the sheet music for Free as a Bird behind it. And you got all the anthology. This is a notebook binder that had all the press information in it, but this is just an empty binder they sent to the store, some extras that they gave away when you bought anthology.
I have the binder.
That's a notebook binder. If you want to see it, be careful.
And I have the binder.
No, you can look at it.
Oh.
I've showed you the sealed VHS tape before. This is a sealed 1996 Beatles Anthology 3 LP set. And this is a sealed Laserdisc box set.
You remember your Beatles lunchbox?
You what?
Do you remember your Beatles
Yes,
lunchbox?
I bid on a Beatles lunchbox 2 days ago. And
Did you win?
I didn't win. I lost at the last second. It went for, I got up to, it was a perfect lunchbox and thermos, and I got up to over a $3,000 bid, and it went for $3,200 for a lunchbox and thermos. Isn't that amazing? I sold one, but it had the girl's brunch bag with it. I sold for $3,000, but now the price has gone up where just the boys' lunchbox and thermos in perfect condition is worth over $3,000. It's the most desirable lunchbox and thermos there is. This is a seal from 1997, I think, of the Laserdisc box set. And one more anthology thing. This is a little promo for the Beatles anthology when it was on ABC TV. It's like a little binder with all the information, how it says on the top, unprecedented television event. Was on 3 days, Thanksgiving weekend in 1996, and I think it was on like a Thursday, a Saturday, and a Sunday. Pretty sure there's nothing inside that. No. But that's pretty cool. I've never seen that before.
I think it's cool too.
Kind of goes with that binder thing.
You just put it inside it.
Yeah, I don't think that would go in there. That damage it.
What do you
I think we're done talking about anthology. Start talking about some of these other box sets.
Don't play with that.
This is a late 1980s, the way they released, instead of the BC-13, they had the digital cuts of the Beatles album. It was in this. I can get this to work. These things break real easy. It rolls up, a wooden oak wood case. It rolls up like that. It'd be hard to get it down.
That looks cool.
Looks cool, doesn't it?
Oh, I have a question.
Yes, what's your
What
question?
happened to here?
What happened? I don't know, is there a little flaw there?
What's a flaw?
A little error or a little mistake. But that's pretty cool, I think. If you can believe this, I won this in the auction for $30. I guess people didn't realize how rare it was.
Oh, $30.
Yep.
That's like $2.
Show some other sealed box sets that I got. The Traveling Wilburys. 180 gram pressing. There's 3 LPs in there. For volume 1 and volume 3, plus a bonus LP. Put out by Rhino. Another George Harrison box, sealed box. Living in the Material World. It's when his wife, Martin Scorsese, made a documentary on George Harrison. It's pretty cool, that lenticular cover like that. Never had that before. Let's see, Sticker Kid, can you put those over on the wall to get them out of the way? I want to show these.
It's kind of a problem. I haven't nailed drill these into the wall.
We'll just set them down there out of the way. One of the main things I was bidding on, I think I lost on the Ram box set and the one other one, McCartney 2, but I got all the other ones. Let's see, we got the first one, all these are sealed. There's 8 of them except for Band on the Run, it's not sealed. These are the archive editions. This is the McCartney one. It's got CDs and a DVD inside each archive, and they're all out of print. Real hard to get a hold of them. I'll be putting all these 8 together in an expensive lot. You got the Band on the Run that's opened up. I'll show you how it is. It's got the CDs and the DVDs there, and that's the download card. Got a real nice book about all making a Nigeria, down in Africa, Band on the Run. Nigeria, that's the word. The other archive books that I won, sets. Boom, boom, there's 2. Venus and Mars, sealed in this slip case. Venus and Mars archive. Sticker Girl, can you hand me the ones behind you there?
Sticker Girl.
This?
Yes. We got Tug of War, sealed. We have Pipes of Peace. A few more. We got Wings Over America, where I saw Paul McCartney and Wings for the first time in Chicago Stadium in 1976. And this has one album of the Wings Over San Francisco, live at the Cow Palace. That's a bonus DVD on that. And we got Wings Speed of Sound, Wings at the Speed of Sound, factory sealed. One last one, Flamin' Pie. That's a tough one to get, factory sealed. So I just lost on the bidding on the Ram and the McCartney 2. There must be 10 archive sets, and I have 8 of them here. Put them where they lean up, don't slip down. These things are pristine. I gotta keep them that way.
Wasn't that one?
Careful, that one's heavy. Got one more. That's about all the box sets. Yes, what's the question, Sticker Kid?
Mrs. Sticker Girl a question.
Yeah, you can ask Sticker Girl a question.
Do you got any more jokes?
Do you have any more jokes?
Do you?
No, because I don't feel good today.
You don't feel good today? Alright, we're going to talk about some more. I flipped through some of the other things. What are we on time? We over halfway?
Oh, yeah. We only have 2 minutes left.
Alright, I'll flip through on the albums and the singles I got.
Mr. Beatles Pro said, "You're missing wildlife."
Oh, Wildlife. Thanks, Mr. Peter Pro. That's a real expensive book. Wings Over Europe, Red Rose Speedway, and Wildlife. That's the one I've sold for $1,000 twice. That's the hardest box. That's the hardest archive to get. All right, Sticker Kid, you're gonna have to hand me some of these.
Ow.
These are pretty much all early pressings. You got Beatlemania from Canada. You got Twist and Shout from Canada. You got a first pressing stereo of A Hard Day's Night. It's got the 3-line credit on the back. That's how you know you got a first press of A Hard Day's Night. You got Hear the Beatles Tell All on VJ. If it says stereo on the top, it's a counterfeit. But this is original.
It's original.
Yeah, This Is Where It Started. Tony Sheridan and the Beatles. You got Jolly Watt. Hard one to get. The Beatles and Frank Ifield on VJ. You got the Amazing Beatles on Clarion. This is the pressing that has the cover that has the Beatles cover on the back instead of the Union Jack. This is a sealed, factory sealed, George Martin, the Beatles Girls. George Martin, their producer, flanked by all those sexy girls. You got 2 pressings of Tony Sheridan and the Beatles from Germany. Meet the Beat and My Bonnie. They didn't call the Beatles because it was kind of R-rated, the Beatles in Germany, so they called them the Beat Brothers. You got this is the Savage Beatles. It's got black print, so it's original, not the counterfeit. The Greatest Hits album that came out in the 1966 Christmas season in England. A collection of Beatle and oldies but goodies. And it's original. Oh, it's not original pressing. It's the 1970s.
Brad Parnell has a question.
Yes, Brad from that I see at the store.
Do you have the Bruce McMouse show?
It was in that wildlife box set. Yeah, I've seen it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. This is the Yellow Submarine soundtrack that was made in the UK, and this is on yellow vinyl. This is another great way to hear the Yellow Submarine songs that they were remixed. That's a pretty cool record, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You got the Let It Be, a lot of colored vinyl in here. You got Let It Be on white vinyl. Pretty sure this one's white vinyl. Yes. You got an Abbey Road on green vinyl from England. Anybody has any questions? You only got a few minutes. I'm gonna rush through this flip through.
It's green.
You got the Beatle Ballads. This is a Holland pressing. That's the first, was going to be the cover of the White Album, and then it got rejected. So they saved and used it for the Beatles Ballads in the 70s. That was going to be the White Album cover.
Daniel Castillo would like to know, do you have at the Cavern Decay pressing with Pete Best Live?
Pete Best Live, no. I do not have that. This is a red vinyl of Sgt. Pepper.
Oh, it's red.
That's a, it says somewhere on there. I think it's a Holland. Got another Sgt. Pepper. This is a hard to find Lativia. Supposedly only 500 of these were made of Sgt. Pepper.
Wow.
One more Sgt. Pepper. You got a France contract pressing of Sgt. Pepper. You got these 2 greatest hits from Australia, Volume 1, Volume 2. Great way to hear their early tracks and great stereo sound. This is pretty unique. The World's Best from Germany. That's like a photo from their Strawberry Fields promo video. It's a German pressing. You got the Essential Beatles. That's from Australia. Got a Mexico pressing, the Beatles Volume 3. It's got the I Feel Fine promo picture all along the cover. Got a Russian album and another Russian album of Rubber Soul. Look how different that looks. And their hair is like glowing. Never seen that before. That's some of the rare Beatle albums I found in this auction. And then I'm going to talk about 45s and then I'll about wrap it up.
Do you need help?
I do, but I'm trying to manage. Alright, we gotta get this box out of the way. Sticker kid right behind.
I felt like the lamb from Pixar.
There was a whole bunch of sheet music in the auction. Got Let It Be, We Can Work It Out. As She Loves You is pretty rare. Get Back on there. Never seen that photo before. You got Can't Buy Me Love, that's a rare one. You got Yesterday. Here, There, and Everywhere. Hey Jude. Seen that before.
I like that.
Strawberry Fields Forever. That's a book called The Beatles Book, one of the first songbooks that came out. All that sheet music in the auction, and then we're on to 45s. Got a whole box of rare 45s from around the world.
Ow.
Sorry.
What's that elbow?
You got two Ringo. These black picture sleeves are almost impossible to find with no ring wear. Those are near mint. Don't Come Easy and Back Off Boogaloo. The rare picture sleeve for Cold Turkey by John Lennon and Plastic Ono Band. Couple imports, Power to the People and Number 9 Dream. And a sealed Happy Christmas, War Is Over. I think that was a record store day on green vinyl. Got a picture disc, Faster by George Harrison. Real nice picture sleeve for Ding Dong. Before I get into McCartney things, got a whole set. Go ahead, you got a question?
Daniel Castillo said at the cavern is a compilation recorded live at the venue.
Yeah, that was only available at the cavern. Yeah, I have that down. I'll show that on the next live stream. That's another one that came with the state. I haven't looked into the research on it, but thanks for pointing that out. I do have it. Got the all 23 singles from the 1981 set of the Beatles singles. Starts with Love Me Do. Every 5 they switched the picture out. The next 5 had that picture. And then the next 5 had that picture. And then the last set had them at the way they looked at the end. And then the bonus picture sleeve was Yesterday.
Yeah.
And there's a whole set of colored discs that are in here. These are all in colored vinyl, different colors. But there's like 13, they're all on yellow and orange, green vinyl, blue vinyl, about every color that you can think of. Now we'll talk about these McCartney 45s, and that's about my highlights of the first live stream from this estate. I got boxes and boxes left. These are all McCartney 45s from all around the world. I think I won almost every auction on the McCartney 45s. You got the We All Stand Together, a Mexican EP of Eat at Home, Party Party, Spin It On, Getting Closer. Pretty sure this is pretty rare. Christmas Kisses, Sally G, My Love, Another Day, Smile Away with a different, same photo with a different color tint. Eat at Home, A Record Store Day of Another Day, that's sealed. Jenny Wren. Can you hand me those 45s that are right there? There's these. No, just those are picture discs and those are Christmas records I want to show. These are the red and green of when Jimmy Fallon sang with Paul McCartney and they did Wonderful Christmas Time. This one is pretty rare. This is real rare. Paul McCartney's dad's song, Walking in the Park with Eloise. Perfect condition. Hard to find this one in that kind of condition. Give Ireland back to the Irish. Record Store Day for I Don't Know and Come On to Me. Getting Closer, Letting Go. From all around the world, these pictures, please. Good Night Tonight. I've Had Enough. This is a strange one. Look at that one.
Oh my.
All those eyeballs.
Eyeballs.
I've Had Enough. And 3 from Japan. That's pretty neat for James Bond movie.
Yeah.
That one was London Town. All right, a few more 45. We got these Christmas flexi discs that are up on my eBay store. This is the third one, and this one is the second one. This is the first one, came out in 1964 from the United Kingdom. All flexi disc in excellent condition. This is the next ones. This is the 67. This is the 1969. See if I got that right. Yep, do. All flexi disc. I won that in a lot. And their bidding was pretty intense on that, but I won it. And then you got these picture discs. I didn't win them all, but this is the rarest one that has the butcher cover slick on it. Paperback Writer and Rain. See, here's your butcher cover again. Yellow Submarine and Eleanor Rigby. Hello, Goodbye, and I Am the Walrus. Help, and I'm Down. I Feel Fine, and She's a Woman. Ballad of John and Yoko, and Old Brown Shoe. There's Yoko in the picture on that one. She's not in that one. That's the last picture, the last day when the Beatles were in the field at John Lennon's Tittenhurst Park estate. You got Get Back and Don't Let Me Down. You got Something and Come Together. And the last one, you got the Strawberry Fields and Penny Lane. That's not the real rare one that has the real big photo there that's not cropped. This is the crop photo. This is the regular issue of that. That's the highlight of what I got in that big estate sale the other day that we spent a lot of time and a lot of driving down to middle of Tennessee to get a hold of. Any last questions there, Sticker Kid?
Do I get a reward for staying the whole video?
Yeah, you get a reward.
What do I get?
Well, you get McDonald's tomorrow probably.
No. Oh, I want a lot of that strawberries. Is that one?
Oh, Starburst.
I want one.
Any questions from you, Sticker Girl? Pretty nice live stream. I went through a lot. I have so much. This is, like I say, only the tip of the iceberg. And stay tuned. Next Wednesday, we will show a lot more of the rest of it when I process and go through it.
What's at the
Any other final question? All right, let's all say.
What's at the very bottom of the iceberg?
Tip of the iceberg.
No, a bottom.
The bottom is just one big solid glacier piece of ice that weighs a ton.
No, I'm asking.
So the tip of the
I'm
iceberg.
asking about the Beatles. For
The
the
Beatles.
For the iceberg.
I showed the most valuable stuff today, but there's a lot more I have that I haven't even done research on yet. All right, Mr. STICKERMANIA saying thanks for you checking us out on the live stream, and I hope a lot of my regular viewers watch us. We will put this in rotation. Thanks a lot. See you later.
Yeehaw.